Okay, then, man, you ready to go inside? Yes, we gotta go. Okay, alrighty. Don't go too far there, handsome man. Stay close. Stay close. Maisie's at the beauty operators right now getting her hair done, but we gotta take care of this. Okay, handsome little man, here we go. Here we go. Yay! Oh, see, Mom left the light on. Little man, do you feel better that you're back at home? Mom and Dad's home? Yes, we had to give Elsie her space because Elsie's at my house. That's her house. This is your house. It's just too much, you know, so we have to go back to our own sanctuaries. So you guys know how plans never really follow through. You make a plan, but there's always something that goes wrong, or you just have to detour, you know. Well, that's kind of what happened here. Today my mom has, she needed to take Maisie, which is, my mom has 2 Maltese puppies. The one that you just saw is Shelby. We call him handsome little man, or little man. But Maisie, we're gonna go pick her up at the beauty operator. She's getting her hair cut today. And so it's going to be in another hour and a half or 2 hours later, but I figured I'd take you guys along with me, but there's just too much chaos going on this morning, so I'm like, I seriously cannot vlog this at all. There's too much going on, and little man's kind of a handful to do, and I'm so used to having a cat, so it's kind of really mellow and quiet and easy, you know. And so when I had a dog come in the house, it's like, oh my gosh, everything was just on high vibrations, you know. So I'm just like, okay, no, we can't do this. One thing at a time. So for my raw goodies, I had to just grab and go for just in case. So I grabbed my grapefruit. So I have 2 huge Texas red grapefruits. I love, but I hate grapefruits. My love-hate relationship with grapefruits. But anyways, they're a really good start, I think, to the day. And what the heck was that? My cactuses, my mom has been taking care of my cactuses since I've moved out of the house a couple years ago. So there's no way I was going to take them down with me to the rental I'm at right now because there's just no sunlight down there. They would die down there. So I elected to keep them up here, but I've had them for so many years. And so this is one of them. They do need water. Mommy, they need water. But here's the other ones right here, and they are doing absolutely wonderful. I love cactuses. They're fun and easy to take care of, but they are mighty dangerous though. Mighty dangerous. This one I've had for several years, and he's still chugging away. But so are these guys right here. Man, they're doing awesome. And then this is the view. This is Fairbanks, Alaska. Oh, what's so great about Fairbanks, Alaska? Well, Alaska most certainly is beautiful. It is, and there's some real beautiful sunrises and sunsets up here. That's one thing I knew I was going to absolutely miss when I moved out of the house here and back into town, is the amazing view. I know back there is the Alaska Range, and the Mount McKinley, Denali's over here, or way over there, but it's not a crystal clear day, but I was hoping it would be, but it's clear enough than my last vlog where it was snowing. But now you can actually get a better visual of Fairbanks, Alaska there, guys. And it's April 26th today, I believe, so you can see there's still lots of snow out there, and that's how it is in Alaska. Summer ain't officially here until May or mid-May, so we still have to, it's warm, it's like in the 40s, 30s and 40s, so to us that's warm. For this time of year it's warm, but oh man, I can't wait till all the snow disappears and it's full-fledged summer. I can't wait. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's, I think they're called sundogs, where there's a rainbow ring around the sun. I don't know if you guys can faintly see that, but I can start, it's starting to appear, but I see it very faintly up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's pretty cool. And I know my mom, she does really well with house plants up here, and just the way their house is situated on the hill, they get a lot of sunlight, so a lot of light comes on in the inside of the house. So house plants can really thrive in here, I've noticed over the years growing up in here. But my mom has had these plants for a very, very long time. She's actually had to trim it because it was starting to grow along the ceiling top there. But I know last time, oh yeah, see, the plants are just everywhere. How you do this? I miss you so much. Little man is starting to get very old. He's approaching old age now. So you're an old, handsome little man, okay? You're still always gonna be handsome, okay, dear little man? So here's another one of my cactuses that's doing pretty darn good. Oh, and here's another one. This one's cool because it's purple and green, and it's just been, oh my gosh. This actually really brings back memories because I remember when they were super tiny, and my dad started it. He just one day got me a cactus for, I think it was for Christmas or my birthday, and so I just kind of started like a little cactus farm, and it just makes me think of, you know, a warm climate. It makes me think of a warm climate, and so I've just kind of been taking care of cactuses. He just keeps giving me cactuses, so I just keep putting them together and planting them, and they've been lasting. But this here, my mom, she started her summer plants. So in March, in March is when we start planting indoors because it's still too cold outside. It's still like in the 20 below, 30 below temperatures. March still stays pretty darn cold most years. That's how I've always, since I've lived up here my entire life, that's how I always see it. That's what I've always known, is March is still super cold, just like January and February. So but I know that's usually the time to start planting. So my mom, she starts them in an indoor greenhouse back there, guys, and then she just takes care of them indoors, and she really nurtures them until June, until end of May, first part of June, until the ground finally thaws out, so you can plant them, and then they can start actually growing, you know, outside like they're supposed to be. But my mom's got her own little greenhouse going on here. She's got tons of tomatoes, and zucchinis and cucumbers. Oh, she grows like the best cucumbers. So many different varieties too, and they're so delicious. There's one in particular that I'm just like, boy, I got to know the name of this cucumber because it's so flavorful, and it's so delicious. But I know she grows it every year though. But that's my mom's plant. She's got more throughout the house here, but yes. I'm not a fan of The Far Side, really, but the Far Side comics by Gary Larson are some of them are pretty funny, but I know my parents and my brother, they love The Far Side, and my mom at Value Village, a thrift store, she found the complete set in super good, brand new condition, and my mom's been looking for it for over 20 years, and she finally found it, and because I guess it's really hard to come by, I guess, but she found it, and she was so happy and excited, and my dad and my brother, they're all excited too, and then they're just laughing and everything. But the comics some of them are pretty funny, but I am a fan of cartoons, of course, but not so much The Far Side, but Far Side is pretty funny. And then there's one of my drawings. I drew Mishmiati there for my mom. My mom loves Missy, so I love to portrait draw, and so I drew Mishmiati there, and she's the one we're going to pick up here soon. So she's at the beauty operators. And there's Ocho, the big spider. Not a fan. Every time I come up here, he's always moves into a different spot. So if you don't know the story about Ocho, we're not gonna go there. Then there's another portrait drawing that I did for my dad. My dad wanted me to draw a portrait of my Uncle Ray and him at a gold mine there, and so this was a challenging portrait to do, but it was very, very fun to do though. That's one thing about Alaska, is there's a lot of craft and holiday bazaars, even throughout the year. And there's a lot of amazing artists up here, Alaskan artists, and there's so much arts up here, because the reason why is because, well, most of the darn year it's winter and it's cold and you're stuck inside, and the winters are really long, and so you have to do something. So you have to, a lot of people and a lot of ladies just get into the hobbies, into the crafts, and so there's a lot of artwork up here, and a lot of bazaars that we go to a lot, and there's just a lot of Alaskan photography and Alaskan crafts, and they're really fun to go to, and it's really neat to see all the crafts people have done, and that's really unique to Alaska. But some of them are just really, really cool. But that's part of, most definitely part of Alaska. And can you believe this? This is another Alaskan art up here that somebody made this. This is by an Alaskan artist. This is always amazed me. This is a recent purchase my mom got earlier this winter, and it's by an Alaskan artist. I don't know who it is, but this is just absolutely stunning. It's super heavy. It's heavy. It's made from metal, but I mean, just the workmanship on this, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Would you guys like to go and see my old bedroom? Let's go ahead and go up there, guys, because it's kind of where everything started. My whole health change and journey kind of started up here, and that's where my running got all out of control, is up here on the steep hill, running all over the heck like a mad woman, and not really eating very much. But I mean, I remember when I did change my health, I was stashed my fruity stash up here in my room. Let's go ahead and go up there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what brings back memories. And it was a purple room, that's right. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny too. My mom has overtaken it. Yep, for storage, of course. Doesn't that happen to you guys too? When you move out, your room kind of becomes a storage room. Oh, but I so want this because this is so shabby chic. I love the shabby chic style, but I already got a bed set right now, and oh my gosh, I so want that. Well, here's the closet where I stashed all my fruit. Oh my gosh, Mommy, what did you do? Oh my goodness. So I remember when I first started my low-fat raw vegan lifestyle, I remember storing all my fruit in here. I remember having all my dates. I remember storing all my dates up there. I remember storing all my bananas right in here. And I remember storing my tomatoes, peaches, oranges, all in this area right here. Isn't that so interesting? Because I remember, I mean, sitting in my bed looking at all my fruit like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing this and changing, which is awesome. But I would see that, and what would come to my mind is like, people talk about being a closet eater. Well, this is when being a closet eater is actually a darn good thing, you know. Actually, I stored my vegetables, of course, in the refrigerator downstairs. I had a separate bin that was reserved for Staci's fruit and veggie drawer, so I had that in the fridge. But nonetheless, all my fruit was stored up here with me. And this is my mom's fruity stash. And this is one thing, when I was living here, I knew that if I was gonna do this and I was gonna change my health, I could not have my fruit down here because everybody would eat it, but it just wouldn't be enough. So that's why I stashed everything in my room, so it's with me and I can keep tabs on it, and I can make sure I have enough and get the hang of it, you know. And my mom most certainly has a Vitamix blender, and she's got a juicer also. And my mom, she's really into tea. She drinks a lot of tea, and there's a place in town here in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's called Sipping Streams, and she goes there a lot, but she also tries to make her own tea also, but she loves to eat squash. She eats a lot of squash and tons of vegetables. And one thing that she does is she saves the seeds and she makes her own crunchy seed snacks. And so this, it looks like she of course bakes them, but it looks like she added some spices to them or whatever, or yeah, it looks like she added some herbs and spices to it and cooked them up. But she saves the seeds and makes her own vegan little snacky snacks. And this here right here is my brother's produce stash. He's away on a vacation, or not a vacation right now, but he's away for a while, for a couple days. And I know this is usually loaded full of bananas and apples and pears. I know he's a fan of pears, but he kind of just sticks to the basic fruits and vegetables that everybody always knows about, you know, because he most definitely has a desire to change his health, and he's trying. He's really trying. He really wants to be raw, but he's staying more in the cooked vegan area. He still eats some animal products, but there's other life things going on, so the best that he can do is high cooked vegan, I guess you could say, and partly raw. But he stays more around with the beans and the lentils and nuts and seeds, and he goes for agave nectar, which I know agave nectar is not healthy at all, but I mean, he's trying, so I give him 100% credit, and baby steps are awesome. I completely understand, so way to go, Kyle. But then he's also got like cookbooks and plant-based smoothie and meal idea books and stuff. So he's trying, and that is just awesome for my brother. And same with you guys. It's awesome if you need to take baby steps, go for it. Little man, handsome little man, handsome little man. Are you ready to go pick up Miss Meowty? Are you ready to go pick up Miss Meowty there, handsome little man? Time to go pick up Miss Meowty from the beauty operators. Okay, little man, gotta jump. Oh, we need some help. Oh, we need some help. Okay, we got it. Here we go. So now, you guys, I'm just snacking on a bunch of Ajwa dates. It's spelled A-J-W-A, Ajwa dates, and they are so delicious. They are seriously like pure molasses almost. And I buy them, I can't get them at the grocery stores here in Fairbanks, Alaska. So I order them off of Amazon.com. And there's a lot of different sellers and different brands and stuff. So lots to choose from. But I order lots of Ajwa dates from Amazon.com. Super delicious date. See, and it even looks like molasses. It's a super dark date. And it's a really bold flavor. Bold molasses flavor. It's impeccably delicious. And holy moly, look at this one. Seriously, date, syrup, holy moly. Little man, are you waiting for Miss Meowty? We're gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get her for you, okay? I'm gonna go pick up Miss Meowty. Stay there, handsome little man. Here we go. Here's Miss Meowty. We got it. There she is. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. there we have it. The dynamic duo is back together, right? Hi, sweetheart. Oh, how you doing? Oh, you certainly got a different haircut this time. I don't know if mine will be okay with it, but oh, here's just a bit baby. Show everybody on the YouTube there that you're just such a pretty girl. Okay then, man. Gotta go deliver you guys back to mine now. So I'm at dinner time now, guys, and I am having my raw vegan spaghetti sauce. You guys most certainly can go check out my Make It Raw recipes playlist, where I did a video on this dressing recipe. It's super tasty. It's my version, Miss Staci's version of spaghetti, and it's really, really good. And so I'm having this big bowl here, probably a little bit more, but I got some leftover sauce there. But this is what's for dinner. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog video. Sorry if it went on a little bit too long. There's just lots to share, and lots of fun stuff and lots of cool stuff, you know. But remember to love being raw, you guys. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you, and I'll see you next video, okay? Bye, guys. And little man and Miss Matty, it just don't fly. Oh, we gotta pick out some movies. You can't forget about Chevy Chase, Cops and Robertsons. Oh my goodness. And most definitely Jim Carrey in Liar Liar. And you can never go wrong with Tom Hanks in Castaway, right? Baby steps are better than no steps at all, because you gotta start sometime and you gotta start somewhere, right?